So, for about the last month, and excuse my dusty car, but for like the last month, I've been trying to get this video uploaded, but I've been having issues with one of the clips. But basically, this video is going to be about a quick latch install that I did. I work a lot on my car, and basically what's happened is that the bumper's been damaged to where it's not really holding on by the screw that it comes with, or whatever it's called. So I kind of did some digging. I really don't like the quick releases that they have out for like most cars nowadays, where it's the washers and then the rubber bands. So I kind of did some researching, and I came across another kind of set. Ooh, what a dingus. Another kind of set where the screw goes into the body of the car, or the chassis, whatever, you'll see in the video. And then on one end of the screw, or bolt, whatever you want to call it, it has like a ball, and the latch itself that goes drilled into your bumper, that kind of has like ball bearings inside, or I don't know what it's called, but you basically press the button, that'll release the pressure, and then you can like detach your bumper basically. It works really well. I haven't had any issues with it at all, and let's just say that I definitely drive my car how it's intended to. So I'll also make another update based off of how or what I've done to the car, but that'll be in another video. But for now, I'll include some pictures. So here is the part that clips onto the bolt. It basically goes screwed onto the bumper. You do have to drill a hole out in your bumper. Something I'll recommend is just make sure you mark and measure everything, make sure everything is correct before you drill, before you make a hole, because I know a lot of people, it's a big deal to drill either their bumper or cut pieces of their car. To me, it's whatever. It's not the first time I've done it. Kind of messed up though, as you'll see in the video, but that's whatever. Then this other piece is the part that it'll go onto, and then here is another picture of what it looks like put together. But yeah, so I'll go ahead and get into the install. All right, so now that I'm here, this is kind of what I was talking about. And this thing kind of just breaks off, or I don't know, wears off eventually, and then it just sucks. It doesn't hold on. So where you're gonna get this and is put it in here. You are gonna want to like get a washer that's bigger than the ones that come in it, or at least a little bigger, just so it's not like going in so easy, and has like a wider coverage on the hole here. So basically what you want to do is put this in here. You don't have to tighten it all the way, because you want it to kind of like stick out from the front, and tighten it just so it holds it pretty good. Bring up your bumper and just press against it. You can't really see, or I can't tell if you can see here, like paint's kind of, I don't know if I want to say like chipping. It's kind of cracked because I pressed up against it, so it's marked basically where I have to drill. You're gonna want to get one of the step bits and just a smaller drill bit to kind of start the hole for this. And then as you go with the step bit, just make sure it's big enough to fit this in there kind of snug. You don't want it too loose, or else it's going to be moving around. And I mean, this has a lip on it that you'll see when you get it. It has a lip that'll catch onto the hole and make sure it doesn't go anywhere. But yeah, like I said, that's kind of what you got to do. So let me get to it. Recommend getting is either locking washers, or like the nuts that have the plastic insert in them to keep it in place. It's not necessary. I'm pretty sure this will work fine. I would just say that just kind of gives you a peace of mind. I'm gonna be using this big washer up front, just because you don't really have to either. This one didn't fit in the back, so I'm not gonna be using that. I'm just gonna use the regular one. So hopefully that should be enough to kind of keep it sandwiched together. And then I'm gonna start off with like a smaller drill bit, like I said, and then work it up with the step bit till it's like the correct size for this. All right, so once you get done drilling and all that, it's probably gonna take you like I don't know, 5 minutes to measure out how far you want the screw to be. So just take your time with that. Make sure you aren't doing this install when you're running low on time, or don't do this rushed. And I'll kind of say why in a second. Kind of goofed. You'll want two 11-meter wrenches, or like a 7/16, I believe. That'll work with what they send you. And have one with the closed end through this back here. So I just kind of pulled this back and had it back here, holding that nut. And then the other one, I had the open end turning this. You could also use a closed end, doesn't matter. But I would recommend having one coming out sideways, like from over here. It's just the best way that I found to do it. Second, when you're doing the drilling, make sure to mark with a marker or something, you know, where your point is as far as that you're gonna drill. And I say that because I fucking goofed. I made 2 holes because I thought this is where the little rise was at. So I fucking goofed. I'm an idiot. Oh well. Anyways, now I just gotta tighten this down so it's you know, in place and not moving around. I made it just a little bit wider than I needed to, but it's not bad. I'm not too worried about this hole because I do have some plans, which if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know what I'm talking about, which I'll have in the description as well, so you can check out. But I do have some plans where this won't matter. It's going to be covered up. But now that I have this, it kind of interferes with the plans that I had. So I'm going to have to figure something out for this, incorporate it into that, or I don't know. But yeah, so I'm not too worried about that. Just make sure for yourself, mark it once you make that indentation. It's better than using the whole toothpaste method with having toothpaste on here and then putting it up against this so you know where to mark. It's kind of not all that great. So yeah, like I said, just press up against this. It'll kind of push it out and you'll know where to drill. And again, just mark that with the marker or something, or I don't know. Just don't do this in a rush. I was kind of rushed, so I f***ed up, as you can see. But no big deal. It's whatever. So yeah, you know, once that's done, make sure that this is tight. It's not going anywhere. You can take the little thing, which I still have here, that normally holds it in place. Just take that off. You won't need that anymore. And then you're good to go. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it's of some help. Feel free to message me or comment, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. But just make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, and you know, stay tuned for more. All right, so this is the next day. This is kind of what it looks like installed. Don't mind the dirty car. Sorry for all you guys that love to keep your car clean. Mine's kind of filthy, but basically this is kind of what it looks like during the day. Really sleek. It's really kind of like, it's really slim, so it's not like crazy protruding out, looking funky. Looks pretty. Oh yeah, it kind of reminds me of like those proximity sensors on cars. I will say though, the 1" is fine. Could have gone with the 0.75 for our car. I feel like it kind of looks kind of big with the 1", which is kind of what they have on the Mustangs, because I mean it is a larger car. So I'd probably say that a 1.5 would look, or not 1.5, my bad. The 0.75 would look pretty great on our cars, given the fact that it is a smaller car. I only did one side because that other side was really f***ed up. I am going to do this other side. I'm going to keep it at probably, I'll just get the inch, because why not just keep it the same. Don't want to look all shitty. But yeah, so ignore that hole. That's the hole I f***ed up at. But yeah, like I said, I'll include the parts like link in the description.
I know shorty and she doesn't want no slow song. Had a man last year, life goes on. Haven't let that thing loose, girl, in so long.